let me take you back to a moment. Imagine being 28, living your dream in Brooklyn, New York, creating art that speaks to the heart of society and advocating for causes you deeply care about. Now imagine that the next thing you know, you're stepping into a role that's bigger than anything you ever expected, New York City's First Lady. It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But that's exactly what happened to Rama Duwaji, a Syrian-American artist, animator, and activist, who's just become the youngest First Lady in New York City's history. It's a title that doesn't really fit with what we might expect from political spouses, does it? She's not out there giving campaign speeches or attending every public event. Instead, she's a woman who has carefully crafted her own identity as an artist and activist. And it's this blend of independence, creativity, and advocacy that makes her stand out in a way that's nothing short of inspiring. This video is sponsored by True Affairs. Visit our website now and shop the latest deals. Don't miss out. Check it out today. From Texas to Dubai, the foundations of Rama's story. Rama wasn't always in the spotlight. She was born in Houston, Texas, on June 30, 1997, to Syrian parents who gave her an upbringing grounded in culture, education, and a respect for heritage. But life took a significant turn when she was just 9 years old, and her family moved to Dubai. Now, imagine what it's like growing up in one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. Not only did this move give her a different perspective on life, but it also allowed her to see both Western and Arab Gulf cultures in ways many never get the chance to. It's this combination of influences that made her the woman she is today. Someone who navigates multiple cultures effortlessly and infuses those experiences into her art. While in Dubai, Rama would spend summers in Damascus, Syria, connecting with her roots and family. These visits, though later interrupted by the Syrian civil war, were an integral part of her identity. And it's through this lens of bilingualism and biculturalism that her art began to take shape, a visual representation of both her American upbringing and her Syrian heritage. By 2015, Rama was ready to take her passion for art to the next level. She enrolled at Virginia Commonwealth University, VCU, in Richmond, Virginia, where she pursued a BFA in communication design. During her time there, she began to develop her distinctive style, sharp, expressive black and white illustrations that told powerful stories. And let me tell you, even as a student, she wasn't just drawing, she was making waves. Rama's time at VCU set the stage for what was to come next. In 2019, she moved to New York City to pursue a Master of Fine Arts, MFA, in illustration as visual essay at the School of Visual Arts, SVA. This wasn't just about art for the sake of art. It was about using illustration to tell stories that matter, stories about identity, resistance, and culture. It's no surprise that, even as a young artist, her work started catching the attention of major players in the art world. Her client list includes The New Yorker, BBC, Spotify, Apple, and even the Tate Modern. Talk about an impressive resume, right? But what makes Rama's journey even more extraordinary is how she's managed to stay true to her roots. While building her career, she didn't just become a celebrity artist, she became a voice for the underrepresented, particularly through her work with Palestinian rights and immigrant advocacy. Now, here's where the story takes a twist. Imagine meeting someone on Hinge, yes, the dating app, and ending up married to the man who becomes New York City's first Muslim mayor. That's exactly how Rama Duwaji and Zoran Mamdani met. In 2021, Zoran was a New York State Assembly member, and Rama was a rising star in the art world. It started with a coffee at a Yemeni cafe in Brooklyn, and before long, their relationship blossomed into something much bigger than either could have imagined. Fast forward to 2025, and here they are. Zoran Mamdani is elected mayor, and Rama, who had deliberately stayed out of the limelight during his campaign, is now stepping into one of the most public roles in New York City, First Lady. But don't think for a second that she's just playing the part of the political spouse. Nope, not Rama. She has managed to keep her artistic identity firmly intact while also playing a critical role in Zoran's campaign behind the scenes. If you've seen his campaign posters or any of the branding, that's all thanks to Rama. She was the one who designed it. In fact, her visual identity for the campaign became an iconic symbol of the election, with bold colors and sleek designs that captured the spirit of New York City itself. And here's the thing, Rama Duwaji isn't just a political spouse. She's a modern-day icon in her own right. After Zoran's victory, people started calling her the Gen Z Princess Diana. Why? Because just like Diana, she's young, artistic, and doesn't quite fit the mold of what we traditionally think a First Lady should be. She's not out there giving speeches every other day or attending every charity gala. Rama's focused on her own work, using her platform to talk about the causes that matter to her. Whether it's through her art about Palestinian rights or her advocacy for immigrant communities, she's carving out a space for herself where her voice matters just as much as her husband's. And she's doing it in a way that feels fresh, authentic, and entirely true to who she is. So, what comes next for Rama Duwaji, now that she's stepping into the role of First Lady of New York City? Well, knowing her, it won't be about following the traditional script. She'll likely continue to use her position to push for artistic and cultural initiatives, maybe even advocating for public art programs or arts education in underfunded communities. But one thing's for sure, Rama won't let go of her artistic roots. She'll continue to create, whether it's through illustrations, ceramics, or even global exhibitions, because art is who she is. And as she becomes a public figure, expect her to use her newfound platform to elevate voices that need to be heard. She's not just Zoran Mamdani's wife. She's Rama Duwaji, an artist, activist, and modern-day role model who's redefining what it means to be a First Lady. Her story is still unfolding, but one thing's for certain, she's here to leave a lasting impact, both in art and in politics. Rama's journey from Brooklyn artist to First Lady of New York City is a testament to the power of staying true to who you are, even when life takes you in unexpected directions. She's not the typical political spouse. Instead, she's using her platform to advocate for causes she believes in, challenge the status quo, and inspire the next generation to follow their passion, even if it leads them to Gracie Mansion. As she steps into this new role, we're all watching closely. But I have no doubt that whatever she does next, it'll be done on her own terms, creating a legacy that is uniquely her own.